Do you have trouble waking up in the morning? Maybe your clock radio on your nightstand isn't loud enough, or you use your phone and you sleep through the alarm. Or maybe you have to get up earlier than your partner and you don't want to wake them up.
Well, this might solve both of those problems.
It is the FitSleeps. And it says here that it is a premium alarm. So what is it? Let's open it up. It's a wearable device that you put on your wrist. It will help you wake up with a vibration. I don't have any problem usually waking up, but I accepted this from them to try it, so I'm going to do that. So let's see what else is in this box, if anything. I don't think there's anything else in this one. Nope. They also sent this over. Okay, I see here that this is a USB device. Check that out. See right there? They sent this. It's covered in plastic, but it's just a little USB-A charging adapter. And you would plug this in. So let me open this up real quick. So you would just plug it in like this, and then plug this into the wall to charge it. There you go. You can see the digital display, and there's a little button here. Let's turn this off. That is freaking bright. I'm not sure what the heck this is doing at the moment, but we'll have to look at the instructions and see. I'm going to charge it up and see how well this works.
3 days later.
So I've been testing this for the last few days, and as I mentioned before, I told you that the LEDs were really bright, but you can see that they're not that bright when this little module is actually in the strap. Let me turn the light off so you can see it. Okay, so if you're in the middle of the night and you want to see what time it is, you can press this button and you can see what the time. So it gives you the time and then the date. I don't know why you would care what the date is. You're just using this to help you wake up. But you know, you could use this for a watch, right? To set the clock, you have to hold down the button and then you can go through the different times. You can see there, you know, then you can change the time and then you can wait for a few seconds and it will then go back to the time here, there. And then to set the alarms, there are 3 alarms that you can set. You wait for it to go back to turned off like that. You can put the time, then you can go through the alarms. Now I have this first alarm. Let me go back here. This is the first alarm, 8:16. The next alarm you see A2 means alarm 2, and then OF means that it's turned off. I didn't understand what that meant at first. And then you have 3, that's turned off. So I only have 1 turned on. So, you know, you set the alarms just the way that you set the clock. You just have to hold down this button underneath here. Setting the time and the alarms isn't difficult at all. I had to reference the instructions though, which aren't included with this. You have to scan the QR code and then it brings up a web page where you can read how to set it. So the first problem that I ran into with this was actually putting it on my wrist. This is the strap. It's just this little metal button with 2 posts sticking out of it. I know you've seen these kind of straps before. And then you push this into the holes in the other part of the strap. Well, I have to tell you that I have the hardest problem getting this style of strap to attach. You know, I could sit here and I could be pushing this forever. There, I got one to go in. But it is hard to do, especially if you have this on your wrist and you're trying to push this. See, look at the trouble I'm having. Trying to push this into these little holes. It's a pain in the butt. I would rather see, I cannot get those to go in the little holes. I'd rather see a buckled strap, or better yet, you know, my favorite kind of strap are Velcro, because they're just super easy. You know, you don't really even have to think about it. You just strap it down, right? And that was the first problem that I had with this. Does it wake me up? Yeah, I mean, it does. It vibrates on my wrist and it wakes me up. And then to turn off the vibration, you just need to press this button. But the problem that I have is they do not include the charger. This isn't included in the purchase price of this. You have to buy this. Now, I know that a lot of people might have a USB-A charging port, either on their laptop or on a standalone charger. So you might be saying, who cares? I don't need to buy that. But if you go on their website and you watch the video about this, the main guy tells you that he recommends this charging adapter because it will allow you to charge the internal battery of the FitSleep at a lower rate or lower voltage, something like that, so that it will help the battery life of this last longer. So if you use, any other USB-A charger, you might be causing the battery in this to prematurely age. So if that's the case, why the heck don't they just include this in the purchase price of this device? It makes no sense to me, only that they're just trying to get more money out of you, I guess. When it comes down to it, it will wake you up. I don't think that it's any stronger than my Apple Watch, to be honest. My Apple Watch can wake me up just as easily as this, and I won't have to have a second device. For people that are very hard to wake up, they have another version of this which has a stronger motor in it. The standard one is $49. The one with the stronger vibration is $84. And even the $84 version, they don't give you this for free. You have to buy this, and it's $8.95. And it's regularly $20, but they have it on sale for $8.95. It's hard for me to recommend this. Seriously. I would say that if you have a hard time waking up and you really want to try something like this, go for it. But for me, if you already even have a smartwatch, just wear that. I can't tell you what the experience is like with the Pro version, but I am not hard to wake up, so I'm not the best person to be reviewing this. But that said, I personally would not buy it for myself just because of the price, $50, and they don't include this. If they included the charger, and this one was the strongest vibration available, and the price was $25, I could probably recommend it. But the way that it is right now, yeah, I would say skip it if it was me. I hope this review was helpful to you, and if it was, give me a thumbs up. And as always, I hope you have a great day.